I'm actually just really a fan of just like living life, bro. Like practice makes perfect. If you know that drill song, you're a legend. Practice makes perfect. Nah, but it's actually true though. If you practice something a whole lot, that's how you get good at it. If you just practice something very much, you'll eventually get good at it. For example, drumming. I play the drums now for like 7 years, and I'm pretty good in my opinion. Like I'm decent. I'm decent, right? It's just because I practiced every day for a very long time, and it's just fun. It's just because it's fun. And like a few weeks ago, I wanted to learn a handstand. That shit is fucking scary at the beginning, and it's hard, and it's all that stuff. But if you just want it bad enough and you just practice a whole lot, eventually you'll get it. That's the thing. If you just practice things, you'll get there eventually. And with these YouTube videos, like at first I was really awkward. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to speak about. I was just really awkward. I was shy. I was afraid. I was scared what people were gonna say outside of like this, like in school or whatever. Now I just speak like easily, more easily. I'm sorry if you hear that sound the entire time, but that's me with my foot. But now I speak quite a lot easier than my first video. Like I think I speak quite a lot easier. I speak about more personal stuff sometimes too than I wanted to at the beginning. But it's all practice, bro. It's all practice. Like for example with football or whatever sports you do. At first it was really hard. Now it's just like getting easier, you're getting better, right? It's the same with riding a bike. You don't teach people how to ride a bike, you just let them practice and eventually they'll get it. Just something will click and you just get the formula, right? That's with basically anything in life. Just practice a whole lot until you get really good at it. And one thing that makes this way easier and way more enjoyable too is actually liking the thing, because you'll get obsessed with that thing, right? If you just in my in my situation, drumming was such a big thing because at first my brother played guitar and I thought that was cool. My stepdad was in this marching band when he was younger, so he had some knowledge on it. And then my brother got me into metal music. Now not so anymore. I'm just more into rap now, but I still drum. But my brother got me into metal music, and I saw a few clips. I think it was of Joey Jordison and also of the guy of Pantera, right? Bro, what's his name? Vinnie Paul. I saw a few clips of all these guys, Lars Ulrich, bro, and yeah, I just saw clips of them, like of Death Live. That's a band. By the way, Death is a band. It's not that I just said Death for no reason, but Death is a band, all right. But yeah, I just saw all these clips, and I wanted to drum too because Joey Jordison was such a cool guy in my imagination. Not in my imagination. It was just a very cool guy for me. I wanted to drum, bro. I saw that and I thought like, brrr, I want to do that shit too. So being obsessed with it, really liking the thing you're doing will make it such a easy thing to improve. Because it's not that you force yourself to do it or whatever. You just do it a whole lot too. Like with the handstands, I wanted to do them and I was afraid. So every time I went on a walk, I walk like every evening. Like basically every evening I go for a walk. When I did that, there's this big like field with like this grass bark thing, and I just went to practice them because I liked it. It was fun for me. So practicing isn't really practicing then. Yeah, it is practicing, but it's not hard, right? When I needed to study for school, I needed to force myself to study. I needed to force myself. I needed to sit myself down, really focus on this shit, and I still get distracted. It's because it was just boring as fuck and just not fun. It's really like school topics in school are really like not interesting. Like, fuck, no, just not interesting. So I just needed to use such discipline to get to studying. But if there's something you like, bro, it makes it 10, 100 times easier. Because you don't think about it, you just do it. With drumming, I just played whole albums. Like from first song to last song. It's not that I'm so good that I can't do it with every album, but if you know, if you know, bro, if you just know, you know Acid Bath. If you know that band, you're just fucking I love you. Like first of all, I love you. If you know that band, I love you. If you don't, I still love you too. No worries. But I love you if you know that band. And then if you know the album When the Kite String Pops, I played that from like first to last song. Only like the last song is weird to play, so I mostly just skipped that song. But bro, just because it was fun, I was just playing these albums from start to finish. And then it's not even practice. It doesn't even feel like practice because it's fun for you. So you just do it and it's fun to do it. And then you'll automatically become better. And don't get me wrong, there's been times with drumming that I just kind of discipline myself to stick to rudiments, right? Then I'm doing these rudiments, just paradiddles. And I will get distracted. Like I will do these things, you know, that shit will happen. But there's times that I need to discipline myself, like, you know, stick to the paradiddles, bro. You know, just stick to them. But what you'll get when you stick to these rudiments for drumming, you'll be able to play everything. You'll be able to play such cool things with these rudiments. And that's why we practice them. So it's like sometimes it's a little bit hard to do it, you know, a little bit hard to practice these rudiments and to just sit down and do this for 10 minutes straight, or just practice your doubles to the end of time. But you'll get something back for it, and that will make it so much fun because you'll improve. And improving in something is like the most fun you can ever have in anything, in my opinion, because you'll see where you started and you'll see where you are right now, and the improvements in between there, that's just so much fun. That's just out of this world. So it won't even feel like practicing. And only the times when you just need to force yourself, kind of, you need to discipline yourself to sit down and practice these things. In the end, you'll become better at it, so you will enjoy the thing even more. Bro, it's crazy. So that's why it's so important for you to find something as your job or a way to make money that you actually enjoy. Bro, because you'll beat anybody. I'm enjoying this right now, right? It's not really for the sake of getting views or whatever the fuck. Although I'm still thinking about that sometimes when I'm just sitting somewhere and I'm bored. I will check my YouTube channel to see if I like got any new subscribers or any more views. That's true. That sometimes happens. But me recording this right now is because I just wanted to talk about this thing. And it's fun for me. It's like I'm enjoying this. I'm just filling up my time until I will go and make myself ready to go to the gym. Bro, like, it's nice. It's actually nice. And I made this thumbnail and title thing, and it was called You need to be disciplined, but not the way you think. I think it was called that. And I wanted to speak about kind of this topic, right? Kind of this topic because sure, you need discipline. You need discipline to wake up, make your bed, meditate, do all that stuff, right? And to eat clean sometimes. Sure, you need discipline. But if your day is filled with things you actually want to do, the amount of I'm sorry. The amount of discipline you're gonna need in the day is way less because your day is filled with things you want to do. Do you understand my point here? So I might call this video that, and I might make it like that video. I might just. I will have to look back in the editing to see what I talked about. Really like compare. I need to compare it to the title and thumbnail and that stuff. But it's really the case. Like if you make your day enjoyable and fun, you need less discipline and your willpower will be like less drained at the end of the day. Because like yesterday, I'm just going to tell you, fuck you. If you're this deep into the video, you should like me and you shouldn't like fucking judge me for this because we're basically the same. Yesterday, I went to Belgium with my mom to visit my sister who got a baby. I'm an uncle, okay? So I went there to visit the baby and my sister and her man and all that stuff, right? Her husband, sorry. We were in Belgium, so we didn't eat at home. The first meal I ate was protein pancakes. Like it was nice, you know, I had some banana, some blueberries, some strawberry, but also sugary things. That was kind of like shit, you know, but I didn't really care at the start. I didn't really care because it was fun time with my mom. It was enjoyable. The meal was enjoyable. I was just there having fun. But the second meal was fries and all this like fat stuff, right? That was a little bit less enjoyable. And yeah, no, it tasted good, but it was like in the back of my mind, you know, I would have liked something else. Then I came home and I beat my meat because my willpower the entire day was kind of like drained because my mom sometimes can be very stressful. And that's just her personality. That's just the way moms are. But she will like stress the fuck out for not really a very good reason. And then I want to say something about it, but because I don't want to really ruin my vibe and her vibe and the entire vibe, I just say nothing about it. I just forget it and smile, right? I will just make the best out of the day. But at the end of the day, your willpower to do that stuff will be drained. We were in the car driving back and I just put my earpieces in and I was just like, bro, I need to shut my brain off for a minute because I cannot handle this woman anymore. Although I love her to pieces, right? That's like the social battery thing. My willpower just got drained throughout the entire day. And I got home and I beat my fucking meat. Because my willpower was less. If I had like none of that shit, it wouldn't have happened. Because in these last days, my day was just filled with things that I liked that I didn't need to use willpower for. So then you don't even think about it. Because I was busy with my YouTube like throughout the entire day, basically. That you don't think about it, and maybe when there is any thought about it, you have enough willpower left to just say no to it, right? So yeah, this is still the same video. I kind of got off topic, but if you enjoyed, you enjoyed, bro. If you're still here, love you. I'm gonna end the video. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna go gym. Let's go arm day today. Let's go. Bye-bye.